Hello everybody, it is Heather Nichols here, and I'm at this beautiful place, El Lugar Resort. It is so special and spectacular here, and wanted to chat with you today about how to recession-proof your business and your money flows. There's a lot going on in our world right now, economically, politically. There's a lot of change, a lot of unrest, a lot of things that are not working. And I know that a lot of people are sort of feeling it financially, and a lot of entrepreneurs are feeling it. And it could be a time where, it could be really easy to start to, I know there are people that are sort of freaking out and getting stressed about the situation in the world. But what if the situation in the world, what if whatever was going on in the world was always a possibility for you? And even though it may not seem like it at first glance, any problem that we've decided is a problem, we've decided it's a problem because we've assigned it a point of view. We've taken a point of view that it's a problem, rather than just acknowledging, okay, things are changing, things are different, things are evolving in the world. Now, what could I create with this? How could I use this to my advantage? What revenue streams are available now that were not available before? And anytime you drop your points of view and you drop the orientation to problem and you start to get curious, you get into innovation rather than problem solving. And, business, when you're playing in the space of innovation with business, rather than solving your own problems, that's a really different place to function from with business. And there's a lot of creations and a lot of possibilities, like new revenue streams, new, projects and ideas that you and, your team could have when you're not trying to put out fires. We all know what it's like to put out fires, when you're putting out fires in your business, and that's what your business becomes, that's what it becomes, is this constant putting out of fires one after another. You're just in reactive mode. You're reacting to everything that's going on. You're reacting to what's going on in the world, and you're not actually in that true space of creation and innovation and contribution, which businesses that are contributory to people's lives being easier and people thriving and going beyond survival, there's an energy there that actually really grows those businesses and allows those businesses to flourish. And when we create in such a way, we really expand the possibilities of what we can contribute, and in doing so, we expand our revenue streams, our cash flow. This is something that it's kind of magical. It's very energetic, and it also is very pragmatic. The first 7 years that I used the tools of Access Consciousness and Joy of Business, my cash flow, my revenue in my business increased by an average of 57% per year for 7 years. It's pretty amazing. And so, by getting out of form and structure, getting out of problem solving, getting out of trying to figure out how to make things work, and really into the curiosity and looking at what I knew and what tools and awareness I had, and what creations wanted to kind of come through me. And the more I started to play with that space and make that the space that I created business from, the more my business grew and grew and grew and grew and still grows. It's changing, increasing our revenue no matter what's going on in the world. It requires us to see ourselves as the source. It requires us to be creative. It requires us to be innovative and to respond to the possibilities that are presenting themselves rather than react to the problems. And that is a shift in a point of view and a shift in how you function and the tools that you use to create your business. So what if you could actually always innovate and create, and never see anything as a problem, but always a possibility. And in so doing, constantly be expanding your revenue streams and your money flows and your business. No matter what's going on in the world. And when you do this, you make yourself the source. You make yourself the source of creation, the source of what's available in your business, the source of money and revenue. Rather than waiting for the world to change, waiting for the political situation to calm down, waiting for the recession to be over, getting into proactive, generative innovation, creation, and choice with what you're creating is going to, it is actually one of the most dynamic ways you can recession proof your business, because there's always a new revenue stream possibility looking for a place to happen. And if you are open to those things and those ideas, then you might actually be the one to create something that wasn't created before. If you look at the Great Depression in the 20s, there's lots of people that made a lot of money during that time, and so it is possible to just, but you have to be in that responsive, generative play with the changing times and be creating, and the way that we do that is by being curious and being willing to make choices that we haven't made before. So for me, this is all about the tools of access consciousness and the joy of business, and making those like the very energetic, very pragmatic tools that have grown my business extraordinarily, and a huge increase in my profitability and my gross revenue every year since I've started using these tools 13 years ago. And it's also fun. It's like so much more fun than trying to figure it out and trying to problem solve all the time. I'm not very good at that. I'd rather enjoy creation and watch it flourish as a result. So I am doing, I have a couple classes coming up. I have the Generative Business Pods, which is an amazing 6-month deep dive into these tools, and also Business Done Different, which is a masterclass. It's happening over 4 days online. Sometimes I do it over 5 days, sometimes I do it over 3 days in different time chunks. But it is really a creation masterclass with the tools of the joy of business and access consciousness. Both of these classes have contributed massively to me and so many people that I know in really having that magical space of creation and actualization and in their businesses. And if you would like to recession proof your business, I can't think of a better way to do it, because when you put yourself in the position of being the source at the helm, and you recognize that it's your curiosity, your innovation, and your creativity and your willingness to choose that actually opens up new futures that weren't there before. Whatever's going on in the world around you, it all can be used as fodder for you to create something even greater. And if you have that point of view, the recession got nothing on you.